StiltzkinKupo84 with Cat and Fam Gamer TV. When I last left you, I had my broadcast forced out. So I was basically forced to quit. I had two operations happening. One, Xfinity was rebooting our service or some kind of thing, or some kind of maintenance, something. And then while that was happening, after I quit out of the game, I noticed that I had a PS4 update. And I was actually expecting both processes to take like 15 minutes each, but luckily for me, the whole thing was done in about 10 minutes, so it wasn't too much of a setback. 7 minutes here, 3 minutes there, who's counting? Nobody cares. I'm pretty good. So, let's see. Strange shape for an island, mountain in the middle of an island, and outer island number 1. Okay, so we'll go to, I guess, mountain island number 1, or outer island number 1. So, we were in the air garden when I got forced out, and I believe we were the last frame. I don't know if you guys saw the last frame. I don't know if I clicked on it or not. It might have been a split second before the feed went out, but he had said, "Wow, you found all the chocographs, Kupo, and now you're ready to visit the Chocobo's Paradise." And, you know, something complicated about not being able to find it or something, or I don't know. Regardless, not very much of a hint. So, let's see, we found our island, I believe, with the forest and all that, so let's, oh, it's the milk bone part of the island, sort of. Looks like a dog's milk bone. 21 amethyst, that's huge. And 16 garnet, that's great. We don't have a lot of those. And we have a Genji armor that's completed a full set of Genji equipment. And a Ragnarok, that's going to be huge for Steiner. So, you know, awesome find here. It's one of the more useful chocographs you can find, outside of, you know, the ones that give you your abilities and everything. So let's see. We're gonna do. Should we do Fairy Island or? Yeah, we can do Fairy Island. I think that's the one geographically closest to us right now. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Of course, it might not be the closest to us, because I forgot you can go off the side of the map. Who knows if the Forgotten Island was actually closer, but who cares, really? They're actually quite close to each other, so no matter what, when we get to the one, we will get to the other pretty soon. Okay, so we found our landing pad here, and now we gotta poke around. It's on an island with a mountain. It doesn't say it's in the mountain. So, we're lining up our picture sort of like this. And it's got to be somewhere along this shore here, right? I mean, you would think. Is it in the forest? Okay, well, it's not showing up. So, I think we'll do fast mode. We'll just search all over this. Oh, yeah. So it is at the top. It's up here somewhere. Is it in back? No, it's in the mountain. It's up top, so I had good instincts. I knew where it was. I don't know why I second-guessed myself. Located the short way would have been enough for me to find it really quickly. But now I'm feeling like, Oh, so it's not in the mountain, but, it's right near the foot of the mountain. 33 potion. 15 anointment. 1 holy miter. 1 dark matter card. Awesome. Now we're gonna need a new chocograph. Forgotten Island. I know right where that is. It's a weird S-shaped island. Looks sort of like a goose, I think. Looks like a goose head to me. Let's see. Or, you know, one could even say a chocobo, right? What does that look like to you guys? Looks like a gull, some kind of a winged bird, a water bird or something. It's definitely what it looks like to me. So, we have to look at the head. Oh, you know what? There's like rock formations, so we're actually looking this way. We're coming from the head, coming inland from the beak. So maybe, I mean, shoot, it could be anywhere up here, right? Well, the cutoff is right there. It's got to be somewhere up in this area. Aha! Got it. Let's see. What do we get here? 1 ribbon. Good. Yeah, we got our ribbon. Trophy. Rebirth ring. And 13 amethyst. 1 arc card. Wow, we really need a lot of these gems that we're finding in these chocograph places. So this is good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can equip some of these people with some different things that are new maybe and useful. Zidane's not going to be able to wear a holy miter. Let's see, who would? Okay, so we have the Genji armor and the Ragnarok. We have Circlet, Puma's Piece, Holy Miter, Ribbon and Rebirth Ring. So nobody needs a Rebirth Ring, right? Because we already have one of those from before, and we've been pretty diligent about teaching people stuff. So Aiko is going to need the ribbon, but we already had one from the story, so that's sort of like redundant. I mean, it'll teach anybody else ability up, but I mean, it'll teach Aiko Medine, and she already knows Guardian Mog from something else. So, Rebirth Ring and a ribbon are not anything that we can use in our current party. Holy Miter, I don't think anybody we have right now will use Holy Miter. You have to be a mage to wear that. So, Circlet. Is anybody wearing Circlet around here, or is that also something. Oh, Jelly and Clear-Headed. So that's huge magic defense, but that won't get us any new abilities. Puma's Piece. Yeah, that's for the girls, really, Garnet, and, I mean, we could see what kind of things Puma's Piece teaches. I think it's just boost, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we don't need that, even. Genji Armor and Ragnarok. Really, we did all of this for Steiner right out of the gate. Genji Armor. Now, let's look at Steiner's formula. See if the Genji Armor is even worth equipping on him right now. Genji Armor, what does that do? Magic +2. So we're trading Strength 1 and Magic 1 for a Magic +2. I don't know, man. Is it that much more defense? Well, it kind of is. Genji Gloves will teach Magic +2. Genji Helm will teach Magic +2. So all the Genji gear is pretty much magic. How do we want to play this? Do we want to rely on Steiner's magic sword abilities? Or do we just want to make him a strong dude with the Venetia shield and the diamond armor? Well, when we get the Kaiser Helm, we'll get Strength 1, Magic 1, and that will be an even power up. Till then, we just have Cross Helm. Let's see. You know, Steiner really doesn't have that much magic right now. He's got 50 strength. Let's see what he looks like with full Genji garb. His stats sure are quite better for magic defense, that's for sure. Yeah, wow, man. Magic defense got really huge. Which piece did that? Venetia Shield. Oh, you know what? Venetia Shield would be better stats-wise. The Evade is a little worse, though. The Evade is a lot worse, but we have... what's that trade-off? Is that good? +1, +1... and then +9, that's 11, to take a 10-point dip in Evade. Well, let's see what the Diamond Armor would do. You get +1 for a big negative to defense, a +1 strength for a -1 magic. So the Venetia gloves really are the only one that we want. If we're worried about balancing. But then we get our evade comes down by 10. I don't necessarily want that. But we have Power Belt. That's a +3 per. So let's see, it's +2, +2, +2. This is all magic. This is +6 magic per level, +3 magic per level with the Power Belt. So that's... and then we have to factor in the fact that he's got 41 magic, 48 spirit. Ooh. So his strength went down. Okay, yeah, so that changes things drastically. Which would we really rather have? Bad evasion, a little more strength. You know, it's only a -2 strength. You know what? Genji gloves, Genji armor was pretty much made for Steiner, so I think we will stick with it. We got a lot of stuff to teach Steiner. This is going to be one big boy. Okay, so... yeah, we'll just let Steiner rock the Genji for right now. And Freya will be on Heavy Lance. Then we'll be on Cherry Blossom. I think it's high time that we get over to the Chocobo Paradise. Okay, so Minnie made a big deal about this Choco Paradise not being very easy to find. Oh shoot, I got off my bird. I don't want to get off, I want to fly. There we go. But I've been finding Chocobo's Paradise for almost 10 years, for over 10 years now. For close to 15 years I've been finding Chocobo's Paradise, and it is at the point in the map where all 4 corners intersect. Look at that. There's an island right there. If we pass it by, guess what we'll do? We'll come... What? We're in the absolute other corner, the opposite corner. So it really is like a teardrop shaped map if you think about it intellectually. It's not a sphere, is it? Alright, so we have to land here. We gotta land. Then we gotta feed him the pepper, which is dead. Oh wow. This is gonna be cool. Oh, it's so beautiful. Chocobo's Paradise. Wow. Yeah, what do you got, Minnie? Yeah, this is Chocobo's Paradise. When did you get here? Kupo, I followed you because I thought you'd find this place soon. Okay. Well, let's talk. Oh, I'm speechless, Kupo. Well, that is so unlike you, Minnie. Paradise. Okay. Alright, well, there's a Chocobo over here. Let's see what this Chocobo has to say. Quay? Of course. Why did I expect anything different? Man, sometimes it's the simplest things in life. I tell ya. Let's see what... Quay? Oh, we went way up high. Seeker Choco, welcome. I'm Fat Chocobo, the king of Chocobo's Paradise. This is like meeting Notorious B.I.G. It would have been better if you'd come here without the help of humans, but they have taken good care of you. I've made it so they can understand our language while they're here. Quay. Well, then why can't we understand Choco? You brought Choco here. Choco will stay here and start a new life with us. You should say our goodbyes now. What? What? We just got our gold chocobo. You can't take him away. I'm Minnie. I'll live here too, Kupo. Little one. Kupo? Only chocobos can live here. Because we are racist. Or speciest. No exceptions? No exceptions. Choco, more money, more problems. Have you finished your goodbyes? Not yet, Kupo. Choco still needs to find more treasures, Kupo. Choco, were you not looking for peace and companionship? Other things you must take care of? Quay. And come back when you finish what you must do. I'm going home, Kupo. I'll be waiting at the usual location, Kupo, where there are no bigots. Wow. Oh, so that's just an alternate way of getting down. Wow, okay. Did you know that you can use a dead pepper to crumble cracked mountain walls? Yes. That's how we got here. Seriously? That's literally how we got to Parrot... Alright, never mind. Okay, so... there's stuff that you can do here. I know we're going to play some cards. Let's see. It was established over 5,000 years ago. That's a quick fact. I didn't know about that. The chocobo seated at the left of Fat Chocobo will give the party 99 dead peppers. All the rest of the chocobos, including the two near the entrance, provide clues as to the whereabouts of hidden treasures in the world the party can find using dead peppers. There are 9 clues altogether, 2 from each special colored chocobo, and 1 from the Fat Chocobo. The player does not need to get the clue to get the treasure, but this is a way to find them without a guide. To talk to the light and dark blue chocobos, the player needs to find the hidden spots in the lower right corner of the upper area to slide jump to reach them. Lower right corner of the upper area. This here, yeah, okay. This thing here. So we need to be able to jump from here and do a cannonball. Whoop! We plop that little light blue chocobo right out. There's a crack in the mountain located in a long island north of Outer Continent. Heard something saying Kupo from the crack. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so that was Magnet Central. C10's ice field. The Lost Continent has a crack on it, so that's in the icy continent up, the Lost Continent in the northwest. The continent that's currently closest to the island we're at right now, actually. Let's see. So we can go down this water slide here. That was weird. I didn't expect that. I don't think that's where I meant to go. Huh. How did we get up there? I know I've been up there before. It's hard to remember, though. There's definitely a way to get up there. Oh, I'm gonna be miffed until I can find it. Okay, it says it says there are... Okay, the player can go behind the bush to the lower right to get to the top and jump to the central pool from there to get the light blue chocobo out of the water. The player can now walk to it. Go behind the building on the right side of the screen to ride the tallest slide, then oh, you have to jump off. So there must be an exclamation point when you're getting ready to ride this slide down. There's another exclamation point somewhere. Yep, so you jump off there. Okay. So we'll talk to this guy. Quay, the east side of the mountain on Seaways Canyon on the Forgotten Continent has a crack in it. Okay, so that's the eastern crack on the Forgotten Continent. The other clue given by the other chocobo over there must have been the western mountain crack on the Lost Continent. So those are all our mountain cracks spelled out for us. His beak can crack open stone walls. He can jump into the ocean and fly high in the sky. Use these abilities and seek out the treasures. I'll wait here for your return. Yeah, sure, give me all the dead pepper you got, sure. No, we're good. Some of the treasures were hidden long, long ago. They're hard to find, even with a dead pepper. Well, that wasn't helpful at all, really. Ooh, another slide. Ooh, bro. The western side of the mountain in Seaways Canyon on the Forgotten Continent also has a crack in it. So that was the... It's very hard to find. Yes, it is. It's a lot harder to find than the eastern crack is. That's for sure. Use a dead pepper to crumble crack. Well, so this doesn't say anything about the dive spots. These chocobos are just giving us mountain crack hints. Okay, so the red chocobo is initially unreachable, but will come down from the ledge after the player has Hildegard 3 before entering Shimmering Island. The player gets different clues from the colored chocobos by talking to them with either the normal prompt or the card game prompt. The player can then say no to playing cards if they don't actually want to challenge them. The ninth and final clue is available in endgame by talking to the fat chocobo with the Tetramaster prompt. Okay, so the ninth clue, seawater is foaming on the ocean's surface near Juan's dwelling. Yeah, we knew about that. Okay, so apparently I was supposed to have challenged them cards. Okay, so all four of these colored chocobos have a different prompt if you challenge them to a game of cards. And then... yeah, okay, so these are all the dive spots. No, we don't want to play cards. But the fat choco, who is the fifth... no, I don't want to play as you like. Oh, I don't think he's going to give us his tip until we play him in a card game. A visitor once taught me how to play. Okay, so... if the player returns to Chocobo's Paradise after finding all Chocograph treasures and the hidden bubbles and mountain cracks, including the Ultima weapon and Magnet Central. Okay, then Fat Choco will give his Tetramaster card when spoken to. If the player returns and tries to challenge him to a card game, he will tell Zidane to visit every beach. Okay, so we're gonna play Fat Chocobo, but we can't even really get the thing that we're trying to get out of him. And that's a shame. Ooh, we got the Namingway card. That's a really good card, actually. Let's see. That's a lot of arrows. Ooh, that's Arc is a good card with a lot of arrows. Let's see. We got a lot of arrows on that Vipal. Okay. Less stats, but not too bad. We got Iron Man's pretty good. Odin has 3 in a row. I like 3 in a row. I often say that, you know, your party starts when you start getting 3 in a row. The Red Rose has 3 in a row, but that's corner. That's pretty niche. A cargo ship is not bad, but the attack power is bad. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do here? Gargant is not too bad, really. Nah, the attack powers leave something to be desired. So we got Namingway. We got... let's see. We'll use Arc. We could use Ribbon. Nah. Ribbon is sort of like one of those psych out cards. You don't have any attack power, so you sort of want to lay it defensively. You don't want to match arrows with anybody, but you want to lay it in a way where they want to match arrows with you and try and fail, and then hopefully their arrows will cause all of the other cards under their control to flip as well. So that's, you know, that's how you exploit that one. But it's highly dependent on the computer doing something really dumb. Okay, looks like we're going with either Alexandria or Meteor, possibly. You know what? Red Rose is not looking too bad right now. Tell you the truth. 7p6. What do we not have as far as arrow coverage? We have an up. Odin has an up. Odin has a down. Arc has a down. Left. Okay, Vipal and Odin both have the bottom left and bottom right. Arc has the bottom right. Namingway has the bottom right. We got top left and right on everybody but Odin. We have a left arrow on one of our cards. We have a right arrow on 3. So we kind of need a left arrow. It's kind of what we need. They don't give us that for... Red Rose does not give us a left arrow. Meteor does, though. Meteor sure gives us that left arrow. We're lacking a bottom arrow in 2 of the cards. A bottom left arrow in 2 of the cards. You know what? Let's go with Meteor. It'll be hard to lose. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and... Yeah, I want to do Vipal right here. Let's see. Wow, we don't have any right arrows that also have down arrows. So what I can do here is lay Meteor right there. that covers up so they can't get the chocobo. Man, Arc is the only one we can possibly use in this scenario. Oh, this is crummy. Okay, well, we're going to use our naming way over here because we want... Oh, so we're not going to get a perfect. But we don't want our arc to get flipped, that's for sure. So let's put Odin here. Alright, well, we're going to get a chocobo card. And that's cool. I mean, at least we got a chocobo. That one has 3 arrows. This one has 3 arrows. These 3 arrows are somewhat more contiguous. I'll keep that one. No, we don't want to rematch. We don't want to rematch because it says here that we have to come back after we've gotten the ultimate weapon, and that doesn't happen until Disc 4. So we'll have the ultimate weapon, and we'll probably have the Alexander before the next time we come back here and challenge Fat Chocobo to a Tetramaster card. Because it says if the player returns after they have the ultimate weapon and has found all the hidden bubbles and cracks, which we have, Fat Chocobo will give his Tetramaster card when spoken to. So we won't even have to play him for it. He will just give us a Fat Chocobo Tetramaster card. And then if the player returns and tries to challenge him to a card game, having his card, I assume, he'll tell Zidane to visit every beach. Okay, so we won't be able to get to the beach minigame. If you visit every beach in the world, you can you'll have HP and MP restored with the press of a button, but we can't do that until we have the ultimate weapon on Disc 4. So, the player challenges the Fat Chocobo to a card game. He will accept and say that the Traveler once taught him how to play. Not surprisingly, all his cards are Chocobos. There's a very rare chance to win either a Mog or Boko card from him. Some other Chocobos on the island also play cards. If the player failed to get a card from a Chocograph or a hidden Chocobo treasure because their card quota was full, Fat Choco will give the player back all these desired cards after all treasures have been found. So, if you're sitting there banging your head against the wall because you have a mountain crack, there was a card that you were supposed to get that you didn't get, if you just find all the Chocographs, Fat Chocobo will give you back these cards. So that's cool. I mean, I did pretty much lose my one and only chance to get the Shiva card, though, because I took Hip Hall's treasure chest early in Alexandria. Don't do that like I did. I got the Rama card, yes, but then I got a bunch of fangs and stupid stuff, and there was no Shiva with the Rama, so the pair was broken up. And I'm still broken up about it. So where are we going to go then? We want lots of ore. We want to go back to Daguerreo, and we want to synthesize as many aquamarines as we can at that altar to Leviathan. So we just need to pick up a whole bunch of ore, because we need 4 ore per aquamarine. And there are 2 places that are beyond normally good to get ores. The first place is on the outer continent, next to Kuja's Desert Palace, in the sand portion. Remember we encountered that landworm? So the ore is a 256 out of 256 steal from the landworm. If you steal from it, you are guaranteed to get an ore from it. And it's also a It's a 256 out of 256 to acquire the ore as a drop. I'm pretty certain of that. One of those chances is not 256 out of 256. One of them is halved. It's like 128. But those are still two of the best odds to get ores from any of the monsters in the game. Now, you know what? I may be remembering that wrong. I think the 128 is from a steal from the Garuda here. Now, Garudas will always... they either will always give you an ore when you steal, or they will always give you an ore as a drop. So it's 100%. It's 256 out of 256 chance for one or the other. And then for the one that's not 100% chance, it's a 128. So it's a 50% chance to get it from either a steal or a drop. And why is our Chocobo wigging out? See that? He's so nervous. Why is he doing it? He's glitching. I don't understand. Wow, our Chocobo is really wigging out. I don't know what that is. But you can encounter Garudas. You encounter them in groups of 2. So, as long as you have your ability, your auto-reflect on. Okay, we need auto-reflect. Auto-reflect, auto-reflect, auto-reflect. Then you also need to have locomotion on, because locomotion, they can do stop. So you definitely want to take antibody off, or if you don't have to take antibody off, you would... I guess we'll take off clear-headed, gamble defense, and accuracy off of Steiner. We'll do locomotion and jelly. Okay, so this is an easy one here. We'll take the HP off. We'll just put locomotion on. Okay. Let's see, what can we do? Well, we can get rid of Dragon Killer since we're not using it anyway. Or we can get rid of Jelly since we're not using that anyway. Zidane, what are you doing as far as alert, locomotion? Okay, so we just can't run into a Grand Dragon now, that's all. So, what I'm gonna do here is I'm basically gonna run through all these characters, grinding AP on weapons that hold abilities that they haven't learned yet. That's going to be a much longer road for Steiner than it will be for Amarant. Amarant will have the shortest road, and then Freya will go after him, and then Steiner will be left probably with a lot more AP to grind, because his Ragnarok, I believe, has a lot of AP to grind on it. So then I'll switch in Vivi, get some sweet magic sword action going, and then at some point I'll bring the girls in, and we've got 2 Pumice pieces now, so they don't have to fight over who gets one first. They can both have a Pumice piece at the same time. And that whole time that we're grinding AP, I'll be grinding up ores. I'll be stealing, and I'll be collecting those drops. And that's pretty much what I'll be doing the entire time that I'm off camera. So, oh, you know what? I think Steiner has a Flame Saber on. Oh no, that's not cool. Garudas are immune to fire. Okay, let's see. We have to We got AP from that, even though the Garuda stopped itself. So, I mean, that's one thing that's good. Let's see, what is this, a flame saber, really? So we're not going to be able to hit that thing at all with Steiner. That's okay. We have Freya, we have Dragon Crest. We're not going to reference other video game franchises here. I gotta stop doing that. Freudian slip, I swear. Okay, so, and then we have Zidane obviously doing thievery, so... Oh, but he has to steal now. So we'll probably have Amaranth do No Mercy. Wow, we're gonna want to sit here and do nothing, making sure Zidane can steal. Stole ore, so we can kill that Garuda. Dragon's Crest, we can steal from this other Garuda. So yeah, we will get between 2 and 4 ores for every Garuda fight that we get. Assuming we get steals off of both. Yeah, so I think it's a 50% chance that you'll get the ore as a drop. And therefore, it's pretty much it's a 100% chance that you'll get it from a steal if you're just diligent enough at stealing from it. So this is the best way to grind multiple ores in a short amount of time, or with the least amount of battles, because, I mean, stealing does take some time. Sometimes these guys will end up frying themselves. Ooh, and we're getting Phoenix Pinions at the same time, too, so I would definitely say to go to the Garudas to try to get your ores, because, oh, you know what? He's going to stop himself right here, unless he misses. Good, because we want that ore. There we go. And we got Dragon's Crest coming up. Cool, so we'll get the 2 for having stole, and then we'll get 1 or 2, or possibly 0, from the drops associated with this battle. So we just made potentially 4 ore off of 1 fight. That's 1 aquamarine. And then if you want to go the landworm way, it's a little less perilous. You don't need to have auto-reflect equipped. Oh, so we got 3 ore for that fight. And landworm, for all I know, landworm could be like lighter on the XP or heavier on the AP. I'm not really sure, but it's a guaranteed 2 ore per battle. There's no will I get the drop. Yes, you will get the drop. It's 100%. If you steal from it, you'll get the steal, and as long as you drop it, you'll get the drop. As long as you don't game over. So, I'm a gambling man, though. I like to try to get my 4 ores per battle. Go ahead and Dragon's Crest this Garuda here before he gets the idea to try to stop somebody. Oh, see, his partner already had the idea to stop somebody. He's going to stop his partner, and then we're going to kill the partner. Hopefully Zidane gets this ore steal right away. So, I mean, the Garudas are a little more problematic to fight just because you have to make sure you have locomotion equipped. They could end the battle for you if you're not fast enough. So it's a little more nerve-wracking, but not a whole lot more nerve-wracking, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Zidane was able to steal from this Garuda and get his ATB back going again for thievery before anybody else had. That's crazy. Yeah, so I'd rather personally get my 4 ores per fight. Now we just got like a ton of dead pepper. We got so much dead pepper that we'll never use any of it. It's like, why? We should, if we hadn't gotten all the mountain cracks and ocean dive spots, then we would be like, ooh, great, dead peppers. But now it's basically just an item that we're gonna sell 50 of to get it back down to a reasonable level in our inventory. So at this point, that chocobo to the left of Fat Chocobo will give those to you anytime you ask, and I believe it's infinite. So the cotton robe trick kind of becomes irrelevant at this point. Like, you really don't need it. It becomes more work to trot the globe to get that to happen. You have to go to Burmecia to get the steepled hats, I believe, and then you have to go back to Dali to get the wrist. So you don't have to trot the globe, but you have to trot an entire continent. You have to go through shop menus, etc., etc. Or you can just go to Chocobo's Paradise, get a whole bunch of dead peppers, go to a shop somewhere and sell them, go back to Chocobo's Paradise and get a bunch of dead peppers. So at this point in the game, it's insanely easy to make a whole ton of money. You're not restricted any one way. Of course, you're super powerful if you've been following my playthrough at all and getting, you know, having my tips and tricks help you out. So it's really easy to just grind enemies and get a whole bunch of money. I mean, money is just not an option for us at this point in the game. It's a trivial matter. We're after items. AP. Alright. Let's get that ore. You know, Dragon's Crest is taking so long that it's kind of annoying me. Like, I maybe don't even want to use it. Even though it's OP, I won't want to use it because it just takes too long. Look, I mean, he had time to stop himself. Oh, but look at that. All the abilities popped at once. That was awesome. So... ooh, we have 99 elixir, or ether. We have 46 elixir, but we have 99 ether. Probably from Chocobo Hot and Cold. All that hot and cold we've been doing. Let's see, let's go into the... inventory here. We got nothing else to learn, so we can put Kaiser Knuckles on. Add status Trouble and Elm Attack Wind. Water is the Dragon Claw's element. Okay, so we get a status and an element for this, so I'm happy with that. However, this is non-elemental damage, these Dragon Fangs. What are the odds that we're going to run into an enemy that is weak to wind? Or that is resistant or absorbs wind? Who knows? One thing's for sure. Oh shoot, Red 13 could have been using Red Amarant. Talk about Freudian slips. He could have been learning cover this whole time from the red hat. Oh dang. Well, or auto regen from the golden hairpin. Wow, I feel like a dummy now. Okay, we could have been 25 AP into that. Well, at least we have no arm stuff that's Amaranth still has to learn from. Wow, so I thought we were getting rid of Amaranth really quickly here, and it seems, due to headgears, we're gonna be a lot longer than I thought. Not that headgear, these headgears. Let's see. No, none of this. None of this teaches us anything. Just gives us magic power-ups. Okay, so we'll get off the flame sword since we need. We can't have flame around Garudas. AI strike. I don't think Garudas eat fire damage like I thought they did, but they definitely are resistant to it because they use it. So it's just not optimal. Heavy Lance, let's see. We'll do the obelisk, and then after that we'll be able to stop off at the dragon's hair. Divider of Heaven. Okay, so Petrify is a good thing to have. Maybe not if you're XP grinding, because if you petrify something, you won't get the XP from killing it. You didn't technically kill it. But you'll still get the AP from it, so that's good. So if you're trying to keep your experience down, you want to equip as many weapons as you can that have petrification on them. Like Queena's Needle Fork has it. The Obelisk here for Freya has it. But yeah, wow, let's see. Order. The order of these guys is screwing with me here. I want Freya there. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it off camera, just because I have a ton of bonus videos. You know, I may actually make the decision the next time I sit down to play. See if I feel like streaming again, or if I just feel like, you know, not dealing with it, just being able to play on my own good time. Let's see. Open the menu. Open a Trocograph menu. I wonder if there's a way to get that off. Because I found them all now, so I don't really even want that on the screen, I guess, but... oh well, whatever. It's time to end the video. Please like and subscribe if you like what you're watching. Hit the notification button. My daughter has 5 subscribers on her channel right now, and we have 1 like due to a like that I got on my video last night. So, you know, we're just trying to get popular. I'm trying to get my daughter into a hobby that she can have fun at for a long time. And I guess this is StiltzkinKupo signing off for Cat and Fam Gamer TV. It's very fun for me to make these videos for you, and I hope you enjoyed this one and the ones that are to come, because we still have not beat the end boss yet, so still plenty of game ahead. See you guys next time.